Fengu. I'm a journalist. I've been reporting a lot on education matters, especially in the Eastern Cape. Now I'm busy doing some work relating to politics. I'm working on politics. And of course, now and then I do report on education matters. Currently, I'm at a training for community journalists on how to report on education matters. I've done quite a lot of work when it comes to education. I've exposed a lot of wrongdoings and all that kind of stuff, those kind of stories, maladministration. And it's been quite a challenging experience. There were instances where I felt like I was hitting a brick wall when reporting on some of the stories, but I managed to, in some cases, to take the story forward because that's what matters. One of the biggest challenges I feel that we have in the Eastern Cape as reporters is basically that we are faced with a scenario where we tend to be reporting on same issues year in, year out. So it becomes sort of a vicious cycle. And it's a really a frustrating situation in the Eastern Cape to find out we are failing to resolve issues that have been pointed out in the previous years, and we're still sitting with those issues. And I think a lot is needed to be done to make sure that we as the province, we as the community in the Eastern Cape have those issues sorted out. It's a pity though that we do encounter some form of resistance in that we don't get sometimes information that we request in the form of comments for our stories. Yes, we do in some cases get those, but sometimes we feel like there are issues and there are politics at play. And sometimes your story presentation, gets a bit of spin in it. You feel like you've been given spin and it's not taking the story really forward. And you feel like sometimes journalists are being frustrated by the official, especially journalists at the community level who report on what is happening on the ground. They don't find much of joy with the responses that they're getting from the officials. Some of them have been venting their frustration, saying, even if they phone their seniors and superiors at head office, they fail as well to give them something to work with. It's so unfortunate because we are part of the community as the media people, and it's not always nice to write those negative stories and controversial stories. Sometimes you hope that something positive happens, and you hope that sometimes you can write those positive stories. But sometimes you find that it's a battle to get anything positive that is happening, because even if ever a positive program, or a program is being launched with a positive idea or an idea, is being frustrated by certain politics. For instance, the scholar transport program, you find that even though the policy says that the kids must not be traveling more than 5 kilometers to schools, we're still sitting in that situation of kids traveling 15 to 20 kids at school. And you find that there's some also issues around how this is managed or administered, because there are schools who are closer, or the kids who are staying closer to schools, but they have got scholar transport. I don't know how these guys weigh up and decide who should be transported, who should not be transported. So it's that situation we're dealing with in the Eastern Cape, and I hope with the work that we do, and with the help of NGOs as well and social partners, we're gonna continue working together with the department as well, and see if ever these problems and challenges cannot be fixed before something bad happens. You know, to our children who have to walk long distances and be exposed to criminal activities and stuff like that. So we will remain positive, and we hope for the